insane gusher to the downside. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another stream. We got Mr. Hayes in the house.
Yo.
If you guys are new here, beginning of the week, we come in, we outline the trades that we took throughout the week. We also take a look at any stocks, any crypto, and then the usual streams in the morning. We come in, we outline the interaction between the London session, the Asia session, what Bryce can do going to the New York session. At night, we come in, we review what actually happened. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got here today. And yeah, tell your mom, tell your dad that we're here, we're streaming. Get them in the house. Let's back it up. Let's get into it. All right, Monday. So Monday opened up initially going to the downside here. Monday price dropping below the, I believe, below the Sunday open over here. So we initially pumped up into this gap, rejection to the downside. So we have the Asia session, right? Consolidation, London session manipulating to the downside. We're tapping into 24,495.25 12-hour level, and then we get that bounce out of that area going into that 24,632.75. After price kind of clears it, consolidating here, going into that New York session at 8 a.m. We sweep this consolidation. All right, we get that nice reversal back to the upside, and we're targeting that Asia session high. So that gives us a nice little trade right there, and that is Monday. We've also been trading Asia session a little bit here. Let's see what we have here on Asia session.
Asia.
So we're basically playing these 12-hour levels, right? So initially over here, as price opens up, we get a nice little pump into this fair value gap that we have in the 15-minute and the 5-minute. 25,013 is a 12-hour level that we've been watching. Price taps into it or is below it here now. So we get that reversal back to the downside, targeting some of these liquidities over here. We get that nice solid continuation into the downside. Overnight, we have, what is this over here? We have this fair value gap that forms out SFP during the Asia session itself. So nice tap into that fair value gap and continuation from there all the way down to that previous daily low. So as soon as that price sweeps over here, going into Tuesday, we sweep the previous daily low. We're kind of just consolidating, right? Asia session, nice little expansion to the downside. Same thing with London session, but we are below that previous daily low, so we're playing that level a little bit. As price gets above it, we're watching for a hold, and as you can see, going into that New York session, we're starting to hold it a little bit. Right at 9:30, we pump into this SFP over here, or into this high that is most recent. We sweep it, we get that reversal back to the downside to sweep that London session low, and then from there, as we sweep that, we get that reversal back into the upside, and we can target that London session high right there after the sweep. Nothing much during the Asia session. I don't think that happened here. We did tap into one of these. What is this level? Weekly, one of the weekly levels over here. We tap into it, get that reversal out into the Asia session. The price manipulates to the downside during the London session a little bit here. So we get that reversal back to the upside. Going into the Wednesday session itself over here at 9:30, we open up, we sweep these lows, we get that nice pump to the upside, sweep the London session high. From there, we don't get a nice reversal. So we get a little bit of a reversal. We tap down to the bottom over here. As we are not clear in the range of the 9:30 candle to the downside, we're not breaking below the closing price. That gives us a basis for a reversal to the upside. That is supported with that rising VIX, SFP. So we get all of those confirmations and we continue trotting to the upside. Is our Wednesday Asia session. As you can see, we're tapping into this 12-hour at 25,194.25. That is one level that we've talked about a lot previously. As price breaks below it, we get that nice continuation to the downside, targeting some of these other lows that have formed during the run to the upside. Price retests this fair value gap that formed during the displacement through that 25,194.25, and we get that continuation to the downside. And then going to Thursday, we are sweeping the top of the session here, top of that London session, which gives us a nice basis for a potential reversal. All right, we're also rejecting that 25,194.25. This one was a little bit of a a patience test, right? As we were waiting, as 9:30 opened up, gave us that nice initial run to the upside. We tapped into the fair value gap, which we could have longed out of right into these London session highs. As London session high gets swept, we're also sweeping the previous hourly high, which gives us a basis and a foundation for reversal to the downside. I think we talked about the 1 minute. I was looking at it. It's not TT trades, it's FX for living, who also makes a solid indicator of the, was it AGFX? What's his? TF Lab session. Forget FX really. That's the CISD indicator. That's the one that we use. So sweep over here, right? Sweep up that 12-hour level, no displacement through it. Sweep up the previous hourly high with no continuation above it. Gives us a nice base for reversal. We can outline on the 5-minute. We can also outline the downside leg that OTE price taps into that 618 and gives us that reversal back to the downside. And from there we go down lower. Friday we did not trade, but Friday gave us a nice run to the downside here going into that London session open. 8:30 opens up. We have price sweeping this initial consolidation and then continuation down to that previous day low and other liquidities that we had on the downside. As we're sweeping those liquidities and holding above them at 9:30 over here at 9:35, we have this SFP form out with the rising VIX. VIX gives us a potential for some upside, and from here you can take it to whatever range you are playing. Right now, solid ass gapper downer here on NQ, as we have discussed previously in previous streams multiple times. That price is likely to reverse to the downside, and this was, let me see, ES here on with our projection here. All right, we are continuing rejection. We do have a little bit of a broadening formation, what looks like. So with everything that we have going on here, this leg was outlined from this run to the upside and that reversal back down. So this is the similar thing. We don't have to go to the very bottom, which would be pretty extreme, but it is playing out so far. And I think we've mentioned that SFP multiple times as well. There's this for you, Mr. Shane. So you know what I'm talking about there. And same thing on NQ, right? We had that SFP that we've talked about for at the beginning of February. That SFP formed out, and we did not have any displacement. So now we're kind of looking to displace these levels, and the quarterlies are starting to look a little fucking rough here. NQ quarterly and ES can give us an outside quarter here as well, which would be fucking foul. But you know, price is price. This is the game that we play. We're breaking below that CISD there, so that gives us a lot more room and confidence to the downside. NQ levels wise for the 12-hour, we've talked about the 24,068.50. That is kind of going to be that line in the sand. If we break below that, we're going to run to the downside to that quarterly low, the previous quarterly low, I believe 23,904.50. Which would give us a nice, 23,904.50 previous quarterly low. So for everybody to watch out, that also is going to give us a fair value gap here as well on the quarterly. So there's potential to tap into that before we continue to the upside. Would be pretty solid, I think. But for that one, watch out for that 24,068.50 level. Break of that, we can possibly drop down to 23,783.75, and then we're watching 23,520. And then from there, there's a little bit more of those wicks on the downside that price can come down and sweep. That's all I have on those. Dixie, right?
Dixie Normus.
I believe Mr. Hayes and I discussed this here on the daily time frame. It was tapping into the OTE of this range over here that has formed out, as well as the fair value gap on that daily, and we were looking for a nice continuation on it, and that is exactly what we're getting. So maybe there is still that correlation between the two, and they haven't decoupled or whatever yet from each other. You can see nice continuation to the downside here on NQ. Currently, nothing. Just continuing to drop. there's potential for us to come up and fill that gap for sure. I think to at least retest
On Dixie.
on NQ.
Yeah. I was just looking. I just still can't. I just retweeted that old tweet. It was like pre-January when I posted that 25 251 level, and we just tapped it on last Wednesday to the tick.
Yeah, solid ass continuation on the downside. But we are also, here is one thing to notice, that we are sweeping the bottom of the range that we've been in. So if we displace it, then yeah, all hell breaks loose. But if we kind of move around within this area, I think we can get something decent in terms of continuation here. There's potential for some longs here on NQ with this 15-minute SFB, 5-minute SFB if we can form that out. Wow. 60. 4 hours still looks crazy though. So no trades for me.
Nah, not too early in the week.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about, those small weekly bodies leads to expansion. So it just makes me think those last 2 weekly bodies are so tiny, so they picked down.
Oh. I'll be fine with it as long as they give us some entries during New York and it's not just
Straight down. They love to do that.
Yep.
They love it. Like those small bodies, they give you no entry because it's so choppy, and then they just dump it with no coming back.
Yep.
God, if they really do come down, though, like if this is fully going to correct this cycle, I want like 22.5.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look at my US 1 honey. Yeah, retest of that original consolidation would be nice. 22, yeah, 22.5 would be fucking oof.
Discount if measured from the weekly.
I mean, even quarterly wise, if we look at that, what is quarterly? Oh yeah, quarterly 618s would be 20 thou. There's a quarterly OB here at 21,041. That is, we're looking at what you would call it, US 100. US 100. Just a heads up. Here, I'll draw it out so that nobody gets confused. There you go. I'll post it for myself, and I'll send it to you right there. Boom. That's on US 100. That is possible going into this quarter, towards the end of this quarter too. Which would make sense if they wanted to just gush this quarterly down. They manipulate it to the upside, now just gush it to the downside, and then next quarter we can sweep that previous quarterly low and continue to reverse whichever way we wanted to. Crypto, absolutely fucking nothing on this shit. Continuing to flush some of these. Some memes are going up, but nothing I would say worthwhile right now. It's kind of like if you get in, you get in. You're able to get something out of it, but it's pretty inconsistent in terms of continuation. That is at least my 2 cents on crypto.
I just want down on Bitcoin so bad.
Yeah, Bitcoin swept the top of this range, didn't displace it or anything like that. Give us that nice run to the downside. Oh, that previous weekly is fucking nasty. But give us a nice manipulation on the monthly. So Bitcoin maybe 50 thou would be pretty good.
Let me see what I had.
Bitcoin 50,000.
At least one sweep of that liquidity into like 57.7. Then we can reassess. But like these lows have to get swept.
Yep.
Monthly definitely wants down.
Even 49050, if we're looking at like the monthly current leg to the upside,
Yep.
that with that little consolidation there that never retraced into OTE, the OTE of that range is about 48. Yeah, 57 to 48, but could go to 40. Oh, be crazy. Ethereum, don't even fucking, not even worth it. You're giving us a solid broadening formation on it though. Ethereum broadening is fucking foul.
Hype's the only one that still looks decent on the daily, but it's rejecting the monthly open. Yeah, I just wouldn't touch it. A gusher on NQ.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Shout out to whoever in Discord asked about Dixie, because that
Yeah.
was really clean. And the weekly and monthly chart on Dixie look so bullish.
What is this? Hold up.
If it gets this weekly CISD, I would just have to think that we're in for like a longer term correction. Oh my god, look at CL monthly again. Oh my god.
Hold up. I'm tagging you in something on Twitter.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god. Fucking foul. Fucking foul. Yeah. Ethereum can just go fuck itself.
Vitalik's too big of a fucking faggot for that shit to do good. Just my 2 cents.
That's
You
fair.
can't have a crypto with the developer like that involved and like actively dumping. It just defeats the whole purpose of crypto.
Yeah.
It's good for building on. It's good for not really though because the gas prices on it suck. But it was good to show what could be done with crypto, like with the NFTs, like with Web3 stuff. But I think that was its purpose.
Died out.
Yeah.
Holy fucking crude, dude.
Insane.
That's what you get when you're fucking attacking Iran.
Iran.
Iran. That is fucking wild. Jesus. I didn't kill us to 24/6 on 850. So watch that. Watch that potential bounce out here. 22-254 would be juicy. It'd be fucking foul. Oh my god. Let's see what I want to see. Yes. Let's see if we can look at stocks here in a second.
Not good for gas prices. That's all I know.
Nope.
Not,
See, and now he was like, "Oh, if they rise, they fucking rise."
yeah, great.
Thanks, faggot. God. The good old, hey, look over here.
Bait and switch.
Yep. Yep. Fell for it again, slop.
Yeah.
Okay, stonks wise. I was looking through some of these weeklies. I posted some in Discord. Roblox, I'm still watching. I am liking CRM here on this weekly. And I mean, monthly is still a little iffy, but I do like daily and monthly on it. S is another one above the daily CISD. Just needs to get through that weekly CISD. I think we can see something worthwhile on this one. PG coming into an interesting area here within the OTE of this previous range that it has formed out. So there is potential into going a little bit lower into like 148 for a continuation. DDOG, that tap of the CISD on the weekly, kind of looking similar to PG there. ENPH in an interesting spot. Let's see what's another good one.
JD looks really
Yes,
good
yep,
on the weekly and the monthly.
yep. JD, I had that one. Snow also weekly and daily looks pretty decent here. Monthly is still inside. The only reason why I would avoid her now. Also look at now. So we've displaced that fair value gap that we've been talking about for a little bit now. Would like to see a little bit of a retrace, at least maybe a retest of that fair value gap, and then a nice run to the upside from there. I think that would be good. Chipotle, there's also potential on this one, on this monthly, to hold this fair value gap and tap into the OTE of that of those previous 3 months legs to the upside, and then go from there. If you look at it, let me send you this chart on CMG. SHMG. Oh, that's to myself. Wow. Mr. Shane right there.
Thank you. Yep, I like that.
Wouldn't be.
Look at look what I just posted in options. Look what I replied to. BA looks awesome.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what I was looking
To
at
the
too.
tick of where I
Dude,
wanted the
fucking
dip.
insanity. To stuff the quarterly. Also affirm. Look at AFRM.
Yep. Been watching that one.
Affirm would be good. I feel like if we come back and retest like these 50s, I could buy some longs there. AFRM longs, setting a little alert here at 50. So we'll wait. Previous monthly low sweep. Yeah, that one would be solid. JD, like you said, we tap back into that CISD this monthly, previous monthly low sweep. It looks pretty fucking good out here.
Yep.
On this weekly, daily through CISD, a little bit of a gapper. And BA too. BA, given that we are in war times, I feel like Bowen could get awarded some kind of fucking contract for some jets. So there's a possibility for BA to expand here. I think it would be nice for something. And we were through CISD as well on the daily time frame on that bad boy. So I would dabble.
The 267.54, please.
267.54.
That liquidity up there. That's all I can see on it.
Right, BA longs. So right, JD longs, BA longs, and AFRM longs. That's what I like for this week. As we talked about Jets, we want to see that nice reversal to the downside, and that is what we're getting here. Dallas and Love. Southwest also seen nice downsides. That's all I have on stocks. Nothing crazy.
Marvel looks solid. Yeah, I really do like D-Dog that you mentioned before.
Yeah, Marvel.
His body's holding good.
I think
the dog.
Doku was also looking interesting here. That previous weekly SFP.
Same with Roku.
Doku.
And Roku.
Doku and Roku.
Oh, Spotify.
Spot, yeah, that one's got a nice fucking continuation.
The monthly, that weekly close inverted the bearish FVG.
Yep.
Monthly, this looks really good. See, like that's the kind of shit. If you pull up Spotify on the monthly, that hammer monthly candle, that's the kind of shit I'm waiting for. Like,
look at the quarterly too.
Like that, you buy options on that 4 or 5 months out. If that retraces that hammer candle and you get stopped, then you just call it bad luck. Because that's just such a solid wick with a solid close.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I'd be waiting for now.
Yeah, daily's fucking looking good too.
Dude, GME, I'm telling you. Meme time again.
GME.
Look at the daily.
Yeah, that's a good push on it.
It's got a nice little flag built out here. Looks kind of good. Come on, you used to love GME.
I used to. It's no longer my love.
Miss the old GME.
To buy the low GME. Yeah, I mean we're consolidating here. Crazy on the weekly.
Snow looks pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like snow a lot. All these, there were good dip buys on a lot of these tech ones.
Yeah.
S.
Hmm.
Monthly's kind of sus, but the weekly looks really good.
Yep. Yeah, I like that previous weekly SFP. If we can get through that CISD at 1423, you can see nice reversal to the upside.
Team weekly. Even if it's a retracement of this leg back to like 104.
I do like that.
Yeah, either push into 104 and reject again, or like invalidate that, push up to like 130 and change structure.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. Just like that 2 candle bottoming formation like that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely just looks like it wants something higher.
Yeah. Give us something. Can you take me high enough? Let's see if they give us some out here. All right. That's all I got on these bad boys. Nothing else is standing out as too good right now. I feel like these war fucking needs to chill out and settle. Settle down. VIX is fucking. VIX just cranked us last week. I think we're gonna see a nice little run on VIX here.
Yeah, I like team. Octa's okay.
Buy some VIX calls.
Ooh, look at Pan W. Yeah, it's definitely all these tech ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Or
PNW too.
cloud.
Nice weekly inverse there. Bottom
Like,
swept.
no good entry on that shit.
Yeah.
Wix,
Mm-hmm.
monthly sus. Yeah, Docu's got that same like 2 candle
Yeah.
confirmation.
Monthly sus, but also it's like we are about to close these quarterlies, and this one's pretty good. We slept the previous quarterly low here. So there's definitely some potential on it. On Wix.
And then just look at Adobe Weekly. Like zoom way out. Mark out that liquidity way to the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Yep. It's also just, I mean, pretty close to completing the animal. I do have it a little bit lower, but this is pretty decent here.
Crowd looks okay.
That 2.9. This is what I have.
Definitely watch Bava here. It looks bad right now. But like I was talking about before the stream with all their AI shit, kind of leading the game right now. This weekly dip into this 705 might be okay if it can hold structure. CRM, fire. CRM looks so good. It's just weird that NQ looks so bad, but all these tech ones look so good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Something's going on.
I'll be damned. Checking. Netflix tear.
Huh?
Netflix.
Yeah, dude. That shit.
Nuts.
We were talking about that shit for so long. You're going into this little bottom. That was solid. That previous monthly, that outside month that I gave us, fucking beaut. And this quarterly looks like it might just fucking crank it.
Don't hate PG if it can do like outside week, like sweep previous week low, and then reverse maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're also pretty close to the bottom of the previous month here.
I still like Microsoft a lot.
Massive D. Yeah, this weekly looks better than all, but the only thing is like once again those monthlies being inside are it's the
Yeah.
only thing that's stopping me from trading anything that's long dated on these.
MA.
It's pretty good. Well,
Monthly's kind of sus. Yeah, it's
yeah.
just not worth it.
Monthly, weekly's also like, we're inside week last week. No, well, we swept the previous weekly high.
Disney. Monthly. And then look at daily.
See monthly,
Previous month
daily.
low swept.
Yeah.
Technically OTE. Or discount.
Mm-hmm.
Would have to change structure here though.
Yeah. Or Disney. Sorry, Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're inside this monthly fair value gap. Quarterly still looks rough here. If you look, maybe next quarter will be a little bit better. Like one more sweep on next quarterly.
Yeah, it is. It's a giant raging piece of shit anyways.
Yeah.
I just like that daily closure off that liquidity. And just like a lot of LR above on the daily if you look.
Yep. We got that giant fucking volume imbalance on the downside. Oh, and cute. Golly, girl. Just fucking free falling. But get out of all of my 12-hour levels. 25 of 6850. Last line of defense here. What about Wells Fargo? WFC.
Yeah, I
Daily
like that.
wise. Quarterly looks like I might want to go with an outside quarter because we're so close to the lows here. So could have another potential run on the downside.
But HD daily
I think I saw that one.
monthly's pretty rough.
Same with low. Quarterly too. God.
Yeah. ANF is in an area where I'd watch it here. It's got that huge displacement leg up on the daily. And we're at the 705 of OTE here.
Mm-hmm.
Had this drawn out for a while. This could be like the manipulation. Let me send this to you. If it didn't have the huge displacement, I wouldn't even look at it, but it did. Possible.
Yeah. Possible little reversal. To that upside. QQs, golly. It's fucking gushers. Oh my fucking god. Sleepy guy. All right. That's all I have.
Yeah.
That's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you go check out Mr. Haste at Haste Beats on Twitter. Give him a like, give him a follow. 3,000 followers for the guy. We're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway for the paper traders. Make sure you go check us out at www.papertraders.io. It's the website to go to, see what we're all about. Check out our past streams, see how we've done in the past, check our track record. Make sure to also follow us on Twitter at the Paper Traders. Come hang out. And 2,000 followers for me, we're going to do a tracksuit reveal. How about that? All right. That's all I have. Thank you guys for watching. Mr. Hayes, any final words here?
No, sir.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Peace.